What's up, comic fam? It's your Otaku tour guide coming at you. Um, I haven't been on in a while. Actually, I take that back. I guess I was on maybe last week, but definitely I feel like I've been taking a break from just the channel, um, and I really need to get around to voting for the CBCA. I've kind of put it off and put it off. I mean, I initially did the finalist voting. But now that we have the actual categories, the all the candidates for each award, I do need to go and vote for the my choice of each winner. Um, and I'll get around to doing that. But it's been work's been busy and just a lot of things kind of going on um, related to uh, it's Halloween. Just busy with work life balance kind of stuff. Um, but I do have an update. I was on here the last time I was on. I was kind of going through like books, kind of we wanted to pick up my most recent haul video, um, and Agu hopped on, and Agu was like, "Hey, you guys going to Grid City Comic Show?" And I'd always wanted. I haven't been to Grid City Comic Show yet. It's down in Tacoma. Um, it's not really a big con per se. Um, Actually, I was ready to show what Grit City is like, so I'm gonna kind of share my screen and we can kind of get a taste of um, what this event is. So, like I said, it's at the downtown Tacoma Convention Center. It's an annual event. The nice thing about this show uh, is that it's cheap. I think the ticket is well, I know the ticket's $10. So it's $10 for admission, 15 if you pay at the door. But Namyeon Hyung and I, aka Comic Bookworm. So as you know, Comic Bookworm did a road trip from Virginia to Bellevue, and he's sort of in both locales. He's got his family here in the Northwest, and he sort of is stationed out in Virginia, but he comes here, you know, um, ever so often. And I think he's here for a couple months. And I think the plan is he's eventually just gonna kind of settle down here. Um, but irregardless, he's here now, and I'm really excited. Um, but we're going to be going to this event together, along with Agu. Agu's gonna meet us there, and I'm sure we're gonna run into some local, channel members. Um, Hopefully, uh, I don't know exactly what all their plans are, but hopefully I run into a few of them. But yeah, let's go over what this show's all about. Um, Unfortunately, there's not a lot of. Oh, here we go. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of content related to this show. Um, at least not like really detailed. I think here's a great channel, Comic Gains. These guys are fun. I'm assuming you can hear them. The audio is probably coming out on your end. If not, I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean. This is great. They didn't really actually. They don't actually have footage from the show, which is a little disappointing. Um, but these guys are great. They kind of show off comic halls. They're drinking. They have this very attractive lady. Her name's Princess. She doesn't say anything. She just shows off books, and it's a great show. I guess this guy is the best example of. He does some footage stuff here. Um, this is sort of, I guess, the best window into what the event will be like. This was, I think, from last year, was it? Yeah, it was from last year. So it'll be very similar in terms of setup. Um, Here we go. This is what we want to see. He's just kind of walking around the con here. So as you can see, lots of vendors. It's really a comic book show in the sense that you don't have all the. I mean, you've got toys and sort of the pop culture stuff, but as you can see, it's heavily comic focused. There aren't too many creators, or I guess I want to say renowned creators. I think Randy Emberlin is one of the more renowned people that are going to be at the con. And I'll take a probably a like a Spider-Man or Venom book for him to sign. All right, so that was it. But you know, like kind of just previewing it again, if we were to um, like if you go, let's pause somewhere. It's kind of all over the place in the video. Here's a great example of. Oh, maybe not. All right, there's got to be a better. Let's see here. I think Agu had a good video. I don't know why his isn't showing up here. Um, oh yeah, for example, if how many of you guys are fans of Future Past vintage collectibles? Uh, this is, I believe, Rachel and her father. Um, and they sell, you know, uh, high grade Bronze Age and um, sort of older books, Copper Age, Silver Age books. Um, and they'll probably be there. Looking forward to, you know, maybe buying books from them. But yeah, their books tend to be again higher priced because of the again he's really selling. He's not selling, you know, mid to low grade comic books. He's selling high grade um, books, and that's all he buys. He just buys high grade books and he sells them at sort of a premium. So um, you know, I'll probably dig through his bins and see what we can find because I wouldn't mind picking up a high grade book of something that, you know, a book that from my collecting era that I'd want. But these guys are great. They'll probably be there. Looking forward to just hanging out and chatting with them. Love their channel. Their channel is one of my favorites. Um, I'll probably need to watch that at some point. Let's see. I wonder if this one might have. This is sort of gives a preview of what the con looks like. Yeah. Okay. So this one, yeah, there's Randy Emberlin. He was just trying to. These guys do a lot of talking, I guess. A lot of booth there. Here's a good sort of like. You can see it's sort of low key, not a lot of people, and again, it's really comic focused, which is what I like about it. Um, there's a lot of, you know, Agu confirmed there's a lot of dollar bins and 50-cent bins. But generally, it's just, you know, you're going to find a lot of value. Guys are looking to sell. You'll probably find a lot of good books. We're not looking to pick up original art or anything like that. We're going to be focused on just hunting for. We're going to be hunting, the short bins and long bins for books. That's essentially what we're going through. And I know you don't get a sense of that here through this video, but that's the focus of this show, is to lay it out there. And so, well, I guess I can. So that's just a kind of preview of what we're heading into this Saturday. Now, um, the show starts exactly at 10 a.m. and it concludes at 5 p.m., 5 or 6 p.m. Um, and I am taking, I've got some cash. I have cash. And what ended up happening was, um, going into this thing, there was a question of like what my budget would be because I had about $15 saved up. Um, and with $15, that would have just paid for admission and we wouldn't have had anything to spend. And I'd been saving the $15 to buy the Jim Lee Wonder Woman cover, the final piece of that Trinity connecting cover. And that's a book we are going to get at some point. I don't know if we'll get it this weekend, but I'm definitely gonna reserve $5 to get that book at my LCS. But yeah, I kind of mentioned to my wife, hey, Naman Young is in town. We plan to hit up some comic book shops, and we want to go to. I mentioned to her I want to go to this local show on Saturday. This was last weekend. Um, I want to go to this show, but I just don't have enough money, so we're probably going to hit up some comic book shops. Um, and $15 was my budget, and she kind of, I guess, felt sorry for me, and she said, why don't you go and you know, I'll give you $100 to spend there. Um, and I was like, thank you. So it was like my Christmas had come early. I think that is my Christmas gift, but I'll take it. So yeah, we had $115 to spend. Again, I got a few books, so I'm roughly at about 90 some dollars. I'm just counting my money here. 40, 50, 60, 70, 85, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 90, $93. I know I have some change in the car, so roughly maybe $94, $95 um, to spend, um, which is really exciting. It's really exciting um, because not that we're trying to spend everything, um, but I already got a book. I basically got something from Destiny City Comics off of Instagram, and Ethan's holding that for me. I will be visiting Ethan right after we leave the show. Now, I'm not planning to stay at the show all day, but we are going to dig and see what we can find. And then at some point, right, before they close, we probably want to hit up some local comic book shops on our way back up, which includes Destiny City Comics. I think they still have their 3 for $1 bin sale going on. And they have, again, that reserved signature. There's a signature book that Ethan's holding for me, and we'll reveal that when we do the haul reveal. Uh, and then we're going to probably come up, hit Ancient Comics. They have quarter bins. They have, so, I want to have some money left over for that. And then we'll probably grab some Korean food for dinner, and I'll drop Hyung off at home, and that'll be the day. And I'll come right to this channel and share what I picked up. Maybe if Hyung wants to hop on there too, that's fine. But yeah, Bookworm is going to be jumping on. We're going to do a live stream tomorrow night as well. Just kind of go over the game plan and talk about what books we're going to be targeting, and just just chatting, and it'll be fun. So again, I've got 90 some dollars here to spend. Seven of those dollars are already reserved on a signature book that I reserved on Instagram. And so that leaves us about a little less than $90 to spend at this event. And again, I want to save $5 for that Wonder Woman book, and maybe an additional $20 just for Destiny City and Ancient Comics as we come back up. But for the most part, I'm looking to spend roughly $60 to $70 at this Grit City comic show. Now that's not a lot of money. I can't pick up like big books, but it's the perfect budget for picking up a lot of value and really just getting a lot of the books that I am targeting in terms of my Jim Lee books, in terms of like Bolland Wonder Woman, Byrne, like She-Hulk, or Byrne books, Superman books, Silver Age Superman, Neil Adams, like all the books that I collect essentially. And they're not really expensive books. You can find them in dollar bins, $2 bins, even $3 bins. So that's where we're going to be focused. So there's not really much to prepare. I mean, really, the cash is the biggest element of that. But this is the first time I get to use my Jim Lee Hex backpack. So I'm going to unbox this. I mean, I unboxed it earlier when I initially got it this summer. But we're just going to get it out and prepare it for Saturday. And I will definitely be styling at this show for sure. This is about as swaggy as you can get as a comic book nerd, comic book collector. So again, it comes in this swanky Jim Lee Hex box, and it's a beautiful bag. I just wish they had more sort of better Jim Lee art options. Like more of his sort of his more renowned work. There we go. Put that up there. But yeah, I haven't ever used this bag. I got it this summer, and I was really kind of hoping to go to Emerald City Comic Con in the spring. And again, I don't know exactly who's coming to that event, but I think the plan is to go there. We'll just have to see what our budget situation looks like then. But hopefully, I will have some money saved up for that event. I mean, after this, whatever we save or don't spend there will apply to that show. And of course, save. We still have a lot of time between now and then probably March or April when that show. So a couple months. Um, but yeah, this is the bag. This is the beautiful bag. It's sort of a Batman versus Superman bag. Um, it was the best design of I think the four options that they had. And I know they're probably going to produce more bags in the future and have really like eye popping art. These are sort of more like subdued tones. Um, but I'd love to see like a comic book cover art um, on a bag in the future. But yeah, this is going to house. This can house slabs. It's going to house my phone. All kinds of good stuff. So we'll get that ready. Now, along with the cash, I'm going to take. First off, I have some books that I'm going to give to Hyung, and I'm just kind of figuring out. First off, I did pick up some books this week, and I'll get to those in a minute. Um, but I've got a lot of Jim Lee overlap. So these are things we have like triples of or quadruples of. And I figure if I go to the show, maybe I can trade with community members or people there. We'll just see, like, I'm sure if someone's looking for Jim Lee books, some of these aren't in the best grade, but I have a stack of books I want to like a trade pile. Basically, I'll be taking a box of trade books. These are all trade books right here, and to go through them, they're mostly kind of Jim Lee doubles or triples. I have like I think 4 copies of this. This is another one I have like 4 or 5 copies of. Great cover, by the way. Another classic cover there. Love that cover, Jim Lee cover. I think I have 3 of these. Let me keep this top one because it's high grade, and some other like minor keys here. Strange Academy, this low variant. Low run variant. Some Batman Adventure keys. Spider-Man, Punisher, Deadpool, Nova. These are things that are for sale. If you want to preempt me trying to trade these off, let me know in the comments. If you send me a trade offer, find me on Instagram, Otaku Tour Guide, and say, hey, I want that book. Let's get a trade going. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm also going to try to trade and sell my Richard Corbin Bloodstar book. This is, I think, one of 2,500 signed first print copies. Sort of the first official, like, marketed graphic novel. And again, I think this is just if you're a Richard Corbin fan, this is something with a lot of value. So I know I could probably just kind of shop it around to collectors there and maybe get, um, either cash or trade value for it. It is high. I mean, the condition of this book is extremely, like, it's not near mint, but I mean, from the comparisons I've seen on eBay, for example, this is in way better condition than anything you can find on eBay. And that the dust jacket on this is still pristine. Um, Again, the book is in, it's really the dust jacket. The book is in fabulous shape, and so is the cover of this. So, yeah. And if nobody wants it at the price, again, I'm looking to get about $300 for this book, given the condition of it. So if there are no takers, I'm fine to keep it because I'm not going to undersell this book. It's a highly valuable piece of artwork. So again, it's hand signed by Corbin. Only 2,500 copies uh, in existence. So yeah, um, that along with the $90, we'll see what we can pull. Okay, so having said that, I think I'm pretty much done. I got some trade books. I'm gonna take this for whatever I pick up. Um, Again, I'm not looking to pick up a lot of books. I'm just looking to, what I am looking to do though is, um, be targeted, and just pick up a lot of good value. So I'm probably, again, $70. I figure if there's if there's a big book, like a $50 book that we can find, high grade $50 book, we could do it that way. Just spend $50 and then do a $20 a dollar bin books. That's a great balance. I could also do, two $25 books or three $20 books, and the rest for dollar bin. So we want to probably pick up one or two bigger books, um, that where we get good value out of it. So um, again, I'm open to anything. There's not really anything urgent on my end that I need to go out and pick up. We'll just do a lot of hunting. We'll hunt sort of I think the I'm going to be hunting like silver age bins, copper age bins, um, even 90s bins. 90s bins, I think, are where we're going to find a lot of the stuff I'm looking for, like just Jim Lee stuff. Um, Again, like Psylocke covers, Jim Lee, Brian Ballin, maybe some Peach Momoko, hopefully. Maybe we could pick up a nice, uh, some signed books of those artists. Um, Maybe even the 90s signature Jim Lee cover that I'm missing. I'm missing the A cover signed in Jim Lee's 90s signature. If you can find that, pull the trigger on that and bring that home. I would imagine I could pick that up for $50 if someone's selling it. Who knows? Maybe that they might command that book might command a higher price in today's market. So I was able to pick up some books from Half Price Books, and again, I'm not picking up a lot at Half Price Books these days, as you can probably tell. Like the frequency of my comic haul videos are less, and when I do the haul videos, they're generally just like select books. So this is just I just picked up two books, and again, two Jim Lee books. One I have, one is new. This is the one I didn't have. So I guess we'll start with the one I already have. I think I have. Um, I think this is my second copy of this. I only have one copy. Yeah. So this is my second copy of Batman 610. It's not a key, but again, it's one of the high profile Jim Lee books that he's worked on. So 610, great cover there. Picked it up for $2. Again, it's, basically if half a cover is under two, they sell it at two at the Redmond store. So got this one also for two. There's no price on this one. This is the Barnes and Noble exclusive for Harley Quinn and Suicide Squad special edition. I think this was right around the movie launch, and yeah, in 2016. Great Jim Lee Harley Quinn cover. I don't think I've seen too many Harley Quinn covers by Jim Lee, but this is a great one. He's riding the man bat there, and pretty cool. Pretty cool. So yeah, just two pickups, $4. I figured, you know, you can pick up these kinds of Jim Lee books for $2 a pop. That's right in my wheelhouse, pretty much. So again, added a few more Jim Lee pickups. Gonna try to trade away some of the Jim Lee triples and doubles that I have. Actually, these are all triples, I think, the ones I showed you. And again, these are trade books, so I think I'd want more value for that. I just mentioned I'm looking to get $300 of. I'll show it to you though, Brandon. This is a book I'd want at least $300 in value for. So, but I'll show you the condition. It's in, again, absolutely fabulous condition here. So the reason it's in fabulous condition is there's this protective film. You see this here? Somebody had the mind, the foresight to wrap the dust jacket in this vinyl film, so it's protected under this film. And as you can see under the film, it's the color is still beautiful, and the dust jacket, it's in such perfect. So like all this scuffing you see here on that, it's on the vinyl film. If I were to remove, I don't even want to do it, but if I were to remove it, it'd just be perfect, like perfectly preserved. In fact, let me do that for you, just to, if you are interested. I just don't want to like crease it or wrinkle it. But here's what you're looking at. So you can see like on the inside of this film, it's just perfectly preserved and protected. So again, very high grade presentation. the inside of this part, there's no damage. Again, all that scuffing is what you perceive as scuffing is just the surface of this vinyl. The original dust jacket is the color and everything is preserved. You can see the scuffing on this part as well. Not as noticeable though, because it's red. Give you a preview of the interior here. And I'll show you the hand signature. Corbin, it's not really signed, but it's hand numbered by Corbin. So I'll show you where it is. Oh, sorry, 5,000 copies. One of 5,000 copies. That's Corbin's hand marking right there. Yeah, absolutely. Just show you a couple more interior pages. As you can see, the interior artwork is just white pages and looks pristine. So again, like, we can go and compare. I know there are really low grade copies of this book selling for like 200, 250 right now. Again, 5,000 copies. Oh, here's a beautiful. Wow, just this is beautiful. Right. Beautiful artwork here. There's another. So again, I know there are going to be collectors. When I pull this out, there are going to be guys there that are going to be like salivating to get this book, and hopefully they see the value in it. Again, I'm not going to undersell it, so if they don't want to buy it at the price I set, then they can wait around for it. But yeah, let me know, Brandon, if it's something you are interested in. Again, I'm looking for 300 cash or trade value for this. It's definitely a book you don't run into every day, and he's such a legendary artist. Yeah, send me over trade and see. I don't mind. Again, I do want that Jim Lee X-Men, the signature books you have. So we can try to work something out. But again, that's kind of the bar I'm setting at 300 in terms of either trade value or selling. And yeah, send that deal over to me quick, because Saturday I'm taking this, and I don't think it's coming back with me on Saturday, because I know Grid City, again, all the guys there, they love stuff like, I know if I go to Dave over at Vintage Future Vintage Collectibles, he's probably going to have good interest in that book. And yeah, he has a lot of good books that I want too, so we'll probably end up trading something. But I'll give you first priority. If you want to send me over a deal, let me know. All right. So these are the two books I picked up. Got my trade books here. I think we're prep for the con. Again, I got my swaggy bag here. I'll kind of advertising that I'm Jim Lee's biggest fan. Will definitely be rocking. I may just take a couple slabs just to put them in this book and totem morale all day. Not that I'm going to trade my slabs, but I do have a couple slabs that just put in there and maybe throw them out as trade fodder, but we'll see. What else? So books I am targeting. I guess we could focus on that for a little bit. As you know, what's really tough about what I'm finding to be very problematic about where my collection's at is I kind of have to, like I said, if I were to do just like just attack the dollar bins, this with $90 or $70 that I have, I'm going to be bringing back so many books, right? And that's what we want to avoid. In fact, I don't mind giving a value on some of these trade books just to kind of dump them and pick up other stuff that I need. Again, pretty much everything here is either A, it's not something I want to keep, or B, again, a doubles or triples of things I already have. So at the end of the day, if I don't get necessarily like able to trade a lot of this stuff, we'll look to like sell it, or maybe, like, I don't know, maybe I'll just give the entire stack to Nam Yun Hyung, and just have him take them off my hands, because I know he likes Jim Lee. And these are keys again. We'll see. Just so I have space, it's like kind of just, again, if you guys want any of those books, I don't mind just giving them all to you for just like a really decent Jim Lee book that I don't have. So it's a pretty fat stack. Don't mind trading that entire stack away for, again, a decent Jim Lee book with value, or a Peachman Moko book with value. It's kind of where I am. I just kind of want to, like, there's what amounts to like a short box of overflow books that's continuing to grow. I'm really wanting to sell, and not give away, but sell or trade and get books that I do want. But this is a great example of something, again, I'm adding that I want. I picked this up. It's not something I need, but again, I'm not. It was just such a good value, $2 for this high grade. This is a 9.6 for sure. In the 9.6 range, not a 9.8, but in the 9.6 range. This one's probably in the 9.0 range. But again, these are like, for $2, it's just too much value to leave on the table at $2. So I don't mind having doubles of Jim Lee, but at the end of the day, if I can trade this for something I don't have, that's sort of the plan, right? This is something I don't mind having in my collection. If at some point in the future I can sell it or trade, and get something that I do want. And I know a lot of people collect this run, so, if they're missing this, hey, got it, high grade. That's the end of that discussion. What's up, Ralph Faust? I'm doing well, my friend. How are you? Thanks for hanging out, man. So, yeah, sorry I'm not sharing these chats. But Brandon, yeah, send me some trade offers, man. I definitely want the that Wildcat sign book, and I know you have the X-Men One sign book as well. I think you got two sign books there, so send over something for sure. How you doing, buddy? Hope you and yours are doing well as well. Everybody's getting ready for Thanksgiving, I hope. Um, and I guess we can kind of go over books I'm targeting. Right? We could do that. What I'm hoping to find, um, things I things that I or that are on my wish list. Let's just go there. Let's see here. I know I had that. Maybe I don't have it up. Thought I had a link to. I have to keep collector. I have all my that I target on my key collector app, and here we go. Okay, I'm going to share my screen with you in a minute. I'm also going to share the Otaku collection. Get that. Oh, nice. Happy birthday to your wife. That sounds like that sounds like a nice weekend. Yeah. Um, Hope you come back with some money. I'm gonna share my screen now. So let's go to my Jim Lee collection. Now I haven't added this book yet. This is just a book I just picked up this week. I haven't been able to. I guess I could check it off my list. Let's see if I have Harley Quinn here. Harley Quinn and the Suicide Squad. There it is. This is the April Fool's edition, I believe. What month was this? Is it 2016? Yep. Okay, so I can blue this out and add it to my books. So as you can see, the red, these are books I don't have yet. These are the books on my want list for Jim Lee. As you can see, it's a long list. In fact, I can show you how many books that we want to add. 368 books that we want. Actually, 367. I just took one off the list. So 367 books, Jim Lee books we want to add. Okay. It far outweighs what I do have. Here are the books in blue that I have. And I have 200, what is this? 256 books because I just added one now. So there are 256 Jim Lee books that I have in my collection. And again, this isn't counting doubles, it's just all the single issue books. Counting doubles, again, this would up that number, but just the single count books on the checklist. I have 256 books now. Um, and we're wanting to add 300, an additional 300 something. So you can see, like, even if I were to get all these books, it's not out of the realm of possibilities to get all these books. But we're talking about a good 700 books, right? Sorry, 623 books. So I feel like this is, if I were to have a 623 23 book Jim Lee collection. And again, this isn't counting what's continuing to come out. In fact, that Wonder Woman book is not on this. I haven't added it yet. But that's definitely one we're talking. Jim Lee's going to continue to put out covers, put out books. So this is a growing list. But in terms of, again, everything we can collect and buy within reason, I'm not putting the, 1 in 1,000 or, the limited edition, like 200 copy it's available. I'm not putting any of those kind of books on this list. These are pretty much just standard print runs, or even like, maybe 125, 150 variant covers, maybe a couple 1 in 100 variant covers, but for the most part, they're doable. And nothing like, exclusives or comics. Like if we get into that realm, there's a lot more books out there that of high value that I'm just not targeting. I do. The first Batman, black and white, I do have it. And it's a great cover. That's his first Batman work. First real official work for DC. So that's definitely a high value book. If you're a Jim Lee collector, that's where you should be putting value, because in the overall picture, these ratio variants and all that stuff, that's fine and dandy. But at the end of the day, it's like, oh, which book is Jim Lee's first Batman book? That Batman black and white cover, right? The number 1 issue from '96. That's a key book. Good call, Raphael. And I showed that book off when I got it. I have a high grade copy of that, so. And there's a lot of copies of that available. So if you're on the hunt and you run into that Batman black and white from '96, Jim Lee cover, he's got the Batarang, pick that up. That's Jim Lee's first Batman. Okay. And again, books like this are pretty cool. So again, I'm going to be, let's just put everything in blue here. So there we go. Now we have it updated. I have the Harley Quinn book in here. I think it'll be at the end here. There it is, Harley Quinn and the Suicide Squad. We just added that. And now I've got 300. So we'll definitely be hunting for these books. And I already have a visual record of what Jim Lee books I have and books I don't have. It's muscle memory for me. I know what I don't have. I know what I have. And a lot of this Jim Lee stuff, especially from the, for example, this Wildstorm, these Wildstorm variants from 2017. These are like I can go to Mill Geek or Jeff's and find these in the 50 cent, 25 cent bins all day long. So that's just going to be a slow and inexpensive lift. It's just going to take time, right? I always leave these on the count. I find them all the time. I never really pull the trigger on them, but now that I'm at this point of where okay, there's not a lot of key stuff that I just kind of want to eventually check stuff off this list. So if I have money and I can pick these up for 50 cents, which I currently, in my current state, I do, I'll probably do that. Trying to think if there's one thing. Yeah, okay. Let's go to my want list now. Let's go by recently added. And we'll do it by issue. Okay, so these are sort of, here's one that I really am looking to add. This is a Punisher magazine, so it's magazine size, but it's early Jim Lee cover. In fact, you can tell about early stuff because his signature is like he's just writing it out. Jim Lee in capital letters here. I don't know if you can see that all that well, but there's a signature right there where my mouse pointer is, and just literally is just like JIM in like capital regular letters. But yeah, beautiful cover there. Early Jim Lee Punisher cover. It's something we'd want to add. This is another one I could have picked this up recently. And I don't know. So first of all, I saw this and I didn't check to see whether it was Jim Lee or not. I kind of like glossed over it, thinking it was another artist, but it was Jim Lee. And when I went back to go get it, it was gone. So missed an opportunity to pick this up. But again, this is one I could probably pick up this weekend or in the 50-cent bins. This is just like Jim Lee 90s like dollar bin fodder. And I I don't know. I wasn't a big fan of She. Um, uh, I know a lot of people. Again, it's just I didn't like how she was just this sort of like Asian stereotype. Um, but I know she was a popular sort of character during the '90s. So, but this is just a beautiful cover by Lee. So I do love Grifter. So this Grifter She book is definitely a must-have, and that's just beautiful artwork right there. So I will overlook my displeasure of She, the character, to pick that up. This is just a great Jim Lee Gen 13 cover. Again, I could probably find this weekend as well. I'm just hoping they have some really good discount, like quarter bin, like 90s fodder there, and I hope this turns up. What else? This is another one. Yep, again, classic X Men. This is a Jim Lee does interiors on this book, classic X Men book, so that makes it. And I believe this or not predates, but it's around the time he starts doing X Men, so it's kind of around that. Um, in fact, let's take a look. Yeah, '89. So it's around that time he's kind of done X Men work, and he's kind of working on the X Men, or early on working on the X Men, and he does this classic X Men issue as well. So great cover there as well. This is a reprint of X Men. What is it? 133. Yeah, it's a reprint of this cover right here. So it's a key book. I'm hoping to pick this up again for $1 or $2 this weekend. We'll be hunting for that. This is a book that I want. It's just, I mean, it's selling for like, I think 200 or $300 on eBay. All the listings. There's only, I think, 2 listings. They're both graded copies. And again, $200 and $300 for this book. It's a pretty rare ratio variant, so it's a hard book to find. And again, it just commands such a high price, but it's an absolutely stunning I mean, if this were to come into my collection, this would definitely, just hands down, probably be the best Psylocke cover in the collection. Because it's such a nice pose. She's got the X with the side knife flash in there, and absolutely just gorgeous. So that's, again, 70 on this. It says 70 high, but it's much higher than that. It's going for much higher than that. If you do find it, let me know if you have this. By the way, I would trade the Corbin book for this. I mean, if it's a slabbed copy, right? But if it's just a raw copy, I'd give you like $100 for it if I could. This is a nice. This is also another cover I want. The DK3 Master Race Jim Lee variant. We all read. I read Dark Knight Returns when it came out. I had the luxury of reading Dark Knight Returns when it debuted. And again, the last issue in that four book run, and it was sort of like a it's not a trade. It's kind of like a trade book, but it's one of those like cardboard stock, not your typical comic book, but like had like a paperback feel to that 4 issue run. But it's the cover of that is Frank Miller and Klaus Johnson's. They're kind of battling like this on the hill, and this is sort of like a reverse take on that, homage to that by Jim Lee. But just love the presentation of this cover. So hopefully this is another book we can find. This was probably something, if we were to find it, it'd probably be slabbed, and it'd probably run 25 to $30, but definitely would pay that to get that. These are other things on my radar. This great Michael Turner Batman cover, another great Jim Lee Wonder Woman cover. These are books I don't have. Killing Joke. That's something, if we could find for $50, the first print, I would do. None of these other ones are really high priority. These are just things I've kind of tacked on. Yeah, I'm just really trying to keep an open mind on what we run into to pick up. As you can see, there was a lot of Jim Lee books here. I just kind of went through the whole Jim Lee catalog and just liked everything. So that's what you're seeing here. Just all the crap. I shouldn't say crap. All the stuff that I don't have that I want to add. There's a lot, as you can see. You can sit here for the next, hour or so, just going through this list here and scrolling through this stuff. Just trying to see if there's here's a great cover that I would love to pick up. The different Batmans there. Yeah, here's some of that Wildstorm B covers I was talking about, like with Grifter here. And that's, again, if I ran into this in 50 cents, it'd definitely be on my target list now. But in the past, I wasn't prioritizing that run per se. Just trying to come up with a book here that I that's high priority. I mean, these are all sort of priority books, but there are definitely ones like that Psylocke and some of those Jim Lee covers I showed you earlier that are like definitely like immediate wants, right? Immediate ones I want to add. Let's see. All this other stuff is just like if I pick it up, I can pick up a lot of this stuff this weekend. That's fine, but I don't want to pay more than I have to. As you can see, a lot of these Jim Lee books are um, like $3, right? In terms of the high value of them. So that just means here's a great example. This is a $5 book. I actually have this now, so I'll just put it in the own category. Um, Here's a great example of a book I picked up for $2 just now. It's also the Barnes and Noble's uh, exclusive, so it's a rare copy. For like these Superman and Chains are $4. Probably pick them up for $1 or less. So I want to be patient with stuff like that. And for the most part, the Jim Lee books I showed you earlier are the sort of the higher priority books. All this other stuff, just take our time. And if we pick them up this weekend, we pick them up, but we're not gonna pay a premium for this stuff. Okay, now let's go to some of the other stuff I wanted to pick up. That it's on this list, but I just I guess we'll go by series. Pick up look at the books from the series that I want. Okay, so Marvel Age stuff. There's definitely Marvel Age stuff I want to pick up. Wait, I want to go to. Is this my want list still? Yeah, wanted list. Let's go to the priority. Here we go. 2011. Why am I not seeing it? Here we go. 2016. I should just do it by alpha. Oh, is it giving me the option of alphabetizing? Yeah, series name. Here we go. All right, so I want to go to the very end. Not the very end. The Wonder Woman part. Here we go. Wonder Woman from 87. So this is volume 2 of Wonder Woman. Anything from 1 through like 100, if we can pick up, again, on the cheap. I'm talking about like in the $2 or below range. We'll try to pick up. So all this Perez goodness. Here's a book. If we can find this for like $20-$30 this weekend, definitely. That's a high priority book right there. But again, it's also a pricey book. I'm hoping Jeff has this because Jeff gets a lot of Wonder Woman in. It's kind of where, a lot of these bondage covers and stuff. So any of this Ballin stuff, if I can pick it up, even the Byrne Wonder Woman, Adam Hughes Wonder Woman there. All this stuff is beautiful covers, first off. But these are all things I want to add. But for the Ballin stuff, I just want to complete the Ballin Wonder Woman run, and it's like there's like 40 some odd issues. I probably have like maybe 10 of that 40, so there's a lot of stuff we can pick up there. And again, this is still relatively cheap. What I'm showing you here are the keys, but if we extend it to just common issues, a lot of it is like $2-3 value. Again, stuff living in the dollar bins, the bargain bins. So hopefully we can knock some of that off my checklist as well. That's another priority thing we'll be looking at to add. What's the other thing? I think at this point, who knows? Maybe we'll still be able to find Neil Adams. I know we can find Neil Adams, but the question is whether we can find Neil Adams in a dollar bin or $2 bin somewhere. That's the question. And I don't think we'll be, unless it's really like the grade is really just, again, I don't mind picking up low grade Neil Adams and paying like $1, $2. I think I'll do that all day long. It's just, I don't think we'll even be able to find that, but I think at this point, most collectors have sifted through and picked that stuff out. And at this show, I doubt, if anything, even if they have low grade Neil Adams, they'll probably be selling it, somewhere in the $5 range. And who knows? I may pay that depending on the book, but we'll see. What else do I want to pick up? There's not much because, again, like this summer, I really focused on what I wanted to pick up, and we picked a lot of it up this summer. So in terms of like something I'm like, again, I've kind of gone over the books I'm aching to pick up more of. But oh yeah, Wolverine. I guess these are books that I'm looking to pick up as well. And these are, I think we can pick up for like $2 a pop. Some of these, not these early ones, but for example, like these ones from like 2020, I want to say 25 and on, that are $3. Probably pick up a lot of these. This is a cool Deadpool cover. I wouldn't mind getting. Liefeld Deadpool Hulk homage. What else? Wizards. Hopefully someone's are selling Wizards. There's this Wizard Zero. This is a Jim Lee cover. Wouldn't mind picking that up. Wouldn't mind picking any of these Jim Lee covers, Rob Liefeld covers up. Here's another Jim Lee cover right there, Jim Lee Batman cover. So that's something. If there's a pile of Wizards, I'm sure there will be. We'll pick up or look for that at least and pick it up if it's there. What else? World's Finest. Oh, we'll look at World's Finest. A lot of this earlier stuff I can't pick. I want it. Don't get me wrong, I want it. It's just, here's a book I want. I think I can get this. I could probably find a low graded copy of this for, again, if I find something in the $10 range of this, World's Finest 169. I'll pick it up. This is something. This is just a cover I love. Um, it's just a great. It's just a hilarious cover. They're changing the tire on the Batmobile, and they're like they're like bums basically. Quite hilarious. What else? Yeah, here's some great Jim Lee. I sorry, not Jim Lee. Here's some great Neil Adams stuff. Um, here's a great Neil Adams cover. More Neil Adams stuff. Neil Adams just did sort of a cover run on World's Finest during this period, so a lot of great Neil Adams work here. I want to pick all those up. These are keys too. I mean, basically Neil Adams covers are now just popping up as keys on Key Collector. So, um, but there's other Neil Adams stuff. This is, I think, in terms of Neil Adams, if we run into like a box of Silver Age, like discount low grade Silver Age, we'll definitely dig through it. But we want to dig for specifically Superman. So let me go to that now. Here we go. Superboy, Superman. Again, a lot of the Superman stuff I want, I just can't afford ever. um, so we kind of got to go into this Silver Age before. And again, you can find low grade Silver Age, thankfully, for like you can get these books here for under 10 for sure. The low grade stuff. Here's a cover I want to pick up with the Super Family there, with the Lois and Clark on Krypton, and Lana and Superman with their family on Earth. Just love that. It's a beautiful. I mean, this is what um, this is the kind of story that captured this era. So love those kinds of stories there. Yeah, so here's a little bit of the. I guess I should go to. I guess I should just go to the Superman run, not the wanted stuff, but I go through. So Neil Adams. We're gonna search things that are not key. Oh, not wanted. I'm just gonna search. Here we go. Search series. Here. And we want to do non-key issues as well. And if we just go by, let's say 204, I think this is a good starting spot. So this is sort of a series of Neil Adams books when he was kind of working on Superman. So I want to pick all of these up. So if we find any of these, again, in that price range, that $5 range, where it's low grade, but it's not horrible low grade, it's like decent low grade, we'll do it. So again, just like it presents well, maybe a couple creases here and there. But again, among these books, they're definitely like this is one I want to prioritize. 204. Another would be this cover here where they're fishing out Clark Kent's clothes, and he's kind of like tricking them, right? This Supergirl cover, that's a great. This is an 80-page giant. This one I can get at Jeff's, but it's such a ratty copy. I mean, I could get this at Jeff's, I think, for like $10, but hopefully you can find it cheaper for less, and a better grade for less. What's another one here? Yeah, that's, I think, is this Neil Adams? That looks like Neil Adams. I'm just not sure. Let's check. Well, let's not give allowing me to check here. Anyway, yeah, I think that's Kurt Swan, it's not Neil Adams. I think Neil Adams stops right around 215 to 216. So there's some more Neil Adams stuff we would target. World's Finest, Superman, and Superboy. He does a little stint on Superboy as well. What's the other? Action Comics. I think there are a few books of his in Action, but not as not as prolific. It's just kind of more random in the Action realm. What are some other Neil Adams books that I think we have? Like, obviously his Batman books we're not going to be able to find at the price point we want. Same goes for the Green Lantern stuff. Hey, what's up, Aiden? Not sure what that is. Hardcatch Precure manga? I'm talking Jim Lee books. Jim Lee and Neil Adams books. What is some of the other stuff I'm focused on that I want? Yeah, let's go to some of the Byrne stuff. Okay. Now, not that I expect to find any of these books, because these books are highly valued and touted, but anything from this Byrne Claremont run, even some of the Cochran stuff, right? Is this the non-key stuff? Yeah. Let's go back. Let's go back to 10 and see what we got. So let's see here. Yeah, here's a great John Byrne cover, right? Well, would love to pick that up. Low grade. This great Sunfire cover. Love to pick that up. That's Cochran right there. And again, this sort of Cochran Byrne run, anything we could pick up here would be great. I just know these tend to be higher value, and you're not gonna. Again, this Dazzler is ridiculous. Like, I mean, this is a book that was like $20, just like during this. Well, I shouldn't say during the summer, but it was like $20 6 months ago, right? And it's now 200. So that's just ridiculous. This would be a great book. I've always wanted to pick this one up. The White Queen, the Emma Frost. I think this is her first cover, right? Yeah, first cover appearance of Emma Frost. That would be a great book. That's just, I mean, you're not going to find that book under 50, even in mid grade. So, um, here's another book. This is, I think, one we could find for maybe $10. Scott Leaving the Team. That's a book I'd want to. I had an opportunity to pick this one up during the summer. I had it actually picked a group of books out, asked them to hold it for me, because I wanted to dig around, see what else we could find, and then come back and get it if I didn't find anything else. I come back and the guys had sold it already, so which kind of irked me. But they didn't think I was coming back. But I mean, I don't blame them. But at the same time, if the customer says, "Hey, I'll come back and pick these up," like take the word for it. Don't just. I should have probably paid for them, but still, it's kind of. I only have myself to blame, I guess. But definitely was disappointing. What's going on, Aiden? All right, so yeah, here's another great Cockrum cover. Would love to pick that one up. X-Men is another thing I think I will be focused on picking up. Again, if we can get X-Men, so Wolverine, X-Men, like Web of Spider-Mans, G.I. Joes, Transformers. If we can pick any of the like that Copper Age stuff up for like $1, and again, decent grade. And by decent, I mean like the covers attached. You're looking at like in the 3.5, right? 3.5 range. I could do that. I'll do that all day for $1. So hopefully we find a lot of that. And again, Hyung and I are going to be going early. I'm picking up Hyung, so we're going to drive down there. But I told him, like, I'll pick you up right at 8:30. It takes about an hour to get down to Tacoma. So Saturday morning at 8:30, there's not going to be much traffic heading south. So it'll probably take an hour. We'll park and we'll be good to go. We'll be right there on time, ready to hit all the bins. And again, we're going to be competing with really the hardcore collectors, the guys like us who are just chomping at the bit to get in those bins and find all the value, right? Thanks, Miss So. Young man, we're the same age, young lady. um, it's that's kind of where I'm at in terms of my strategy. So we're gonna hit the bins. I'm not looking to get wall books per se. I want to hit the value bins first, get all the value we can. And again, it's not like I'm trying to pick up a lot of books. I want to just be very targeted and specific in picking up that value first. And then whatever money we have left over, which again, once we have like around 20 books or so, that's kind of that's kind of the area where I'll say, okay, I picked up enough $1 or $2 books, and then we'll start focusing on not bigger books, but higher value books, things that you can pick up for $10 or $20, and we'll pick up a few of those. I don't want to focus all my attention and put all my eggs in the value bin books, but also pick up again some of the stuff we're wanting if you can find it. But yeah, Hyung and I have talked about our strategy, and essentially what we're going to do is we're not going to hang out. Even though I want to hang out with him, we'll have the whole day to hang out. We'll have dinner to talk about stuff, and the whole car ride down there. So, um, I mean, we'll film stuff. We'll get some content ready, and we'll probably do our hauls later that evening where we'll jump on and show what we got. But Young is there to pick up books as well. I said, hey, let's be focused. We kind of went over the game plan earlier. He's going to hunt. He knows what I like, so he's going to be hunting on my behalf as well. So we're going to be spread out. I'm going to be hunting Bronze Age books for him and pulling the stuff I want. He's going to be pulling his Bronze Age stuff that he wants, along with looking for Jim Lee stuff, Ballin stuff. So it should be good. Should be good. Let's see here. All right, so let's go back to my want list here. And let's see. So we went over X-Men. We went over, I guess, Action Comics. There's a couple. So this is another, I think, book you could probably pick up for good value. Now, maybe not for $1 or so, but definitely in like the $2-3 bins. And that's Lois Lane. And there are definitely like a lot of beautiful, like this cover here, for example. It's just such a funny cover. So Lana and Superman are sitting on the couch. Superman, let's get married and adopt this cute little baby. And she can't talk. She's like, the fool, doesn't he know I'm Lois Lane turned into a baby by accident? How dare he date my rival Lana Lang? It's just such a fun, wholesome, and just great cover, right? This is a book that I think we'd be able to get for like $3-5, right? And if we found it, I definitely. And this is another one. These, love triangle covers are just my favorites. Anything with Lana Lang and Lois, where they're kind of jostling for position. Here's another Lois getting jealous. Yeah, these Lois Lane books are just, and shout out to silver haired Bronze Age babe. She just, yeah, I mean, her passion for Lois Lane really was was the impetus around me wanting to collect more of this run. Especially some of these Neil Adams covers, right? Like this one here, the wedding issue. Love to pick that one up. But even again, things outside of that. This is actually this is a really good comic book here. So yeah, all this stuff. If we can, obviously we're not going to pick up Lois Lane #1, but I'm just saying like some of the other stuff. I think from a value standpoint, we don't have to necessarily spend a lot, but if we can knock a few of those out off my checklist, that'd be great. What else? Why do I have this A-Force on here? Do I actually? Is that something I want? I'm going to take it off my want list. There we go. I think I want it because it was a great She-Hulk. That's stuff we want to pick up. Again, She-Hulk, I don't think we can necessarily find She-Hulk in the dollar bins because, like I said, this this run is just a fan favorite. So, you put out She-Hulk for $1, everybody's, I don't care who you are, you're going to pick it up, right? So I'm thinking this is going to be more in that $3 to $5 range pickup. Um, but here are some of the issues I would love to add. Um, this final issue for sure. They're just all big books for the most part. If you get into the non-keys, you can probably pick it up. But again, anything Byrne She-Hulk, if we can get for $1, great. You can pick it up around $1, then be great as well. But just not banking on that. Just trying to think what else, what other runs I want to. There's nothing Alpha Flight related that's really tugging at me. Nothing ASM related that's really tugging at me. Let's just go down the list. I just want to have things fresh in mind, so I don't go to this event thinking, oh, I wish I had thought of that while I was hunting. So I want to this is what I mean by prep, just having all the books I want top of mind, so we can really, really be focused and attack, have a real focused game plan. I just want to check out this Batman Volume 2 run. Here's one. See, just this Jim Lee cover. This is not. I'm not going to find this in the dollar bin, but that's just like, for example, like I want to look out for this book, right? If it's there, right? I would spend $50 on it. So that's a great example. I guess there's not much in the Court of Owl space. I wouldn't mind picking up the first appearance. I already have a copy of the first appearance at Court of Owls, but I wouldn't mind picking up another copy if it's decently priced. What else we got here? Batman Annual 2014 is a great Jim Lee cover right there. I'll have to pick that one up for $1. I doubt we'll find that for $1, but if we can, that'd be great. Let's keep going. Wait, are these things I own or things I want? Yeah, these are things I want. I do want to pick up some more of the 25th anniversary covers, so I know oftentimes you'll run into that in the dollar bins. I'll pick those up for $1. 25th anniversary covers. Love those. If we can pick up Crisis on Infinite Earths issues or Secret Wars issues for $1, again, beat up Ratty issues for $1, we'll do that. Trying to think if there's anything of high priority. I don't see anything there. I guess more of these Deathmates, if we can find that under $1, the Deathmate Black. I'm kind of speccing big on that right now, the Gen 13 first appearance. I've got 4 copies right now, but again, if we can find that kind of first appearance for $1, or Deathblow, the Darker Image, Deathblow first issues for under $1. We'll do that. Decent grade. We'll do that. Peach Momoko. I doubt we'll find Peach Momoko in the dollar bins, but again, Peach Momoko is going to be pricey for sure if we find her. Dun, 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 dun. Burn Fantastic Four. So here's a great example of stuff we'd be on the lookout for. I'm just gonna turn my space heater on. It's getting kind of chilly. Let's go non-keys here. I guess it's all there. So I'm skipping all the Silver Age stuff. Right around here is, so this is a great book. You can pick that one up for $1. We'll do it. This Galactus one, I could have picked this up this summer. Just I didn't pull the trigger on it. A lot of these are getting up there in value now, so here's another great cover. Probably can find this for $1 somewhere. This too. This cover's great. But yeah, any Burn, Fantastic Four, we'd be happy to pick up. What's another? I'm trying to think of more Burn books we could target. I guess some of the early Burn Alpha Flights. That's something that we could pick up. But yeah, Burn in the dollar bins. Silvestri in the dollar bins. McFarlane in the dollar bins. We'll pick that up all day, every day. G.I. Joe. Go Joe. So, G.I. Joe Special. I'm not seeing G.I. Joe here. Maybe it's on the next page. Yeah, G.I. Joe, Real American Hero. So G.I. Joe is an interesting. You used to be able to find G.I. Joe like non-keys, early non-keys for like $1 and all that. Those days are gone, especially these days. I guess low grade stuff, maybe you would have some luck there, but for the most part, these are going to be, even in low grade, mid grade, they're going to be $5 books. So, but here's a book we want to pick up right there. Another here, this one, classic. This is another great book we want to pick up. This cover here, this sick set cover. Yeah, those are sort of the books. This is another one. This is, I think, trending on Key Collector right now. So, but a lot of this early stuff would be great. They're just Key books, so I don't know how. They're books we want, but I don't think we'll have bandwidth to pay much for those. 90s books, again, if I run into any Gen 13 ones or stuff like that, we want to pick those up. Bronze Age keys as well. You can find that for decent value. We'll do that. Let's keep going down the list just to have these fresh in mind. This is again a book we're not going to find for $1, but maybe $5 for sure. The Homage Studios swimsuit edition, that Jim Lee cover right there. There's just a lot of great stuff like this. Image United. Um, you saw that great cover there, right? There's a Jim Lee cover there. There's a lot of great McFarlane and Jim Lee art there. Be nice to pick up. Um, just really trying to think about some more priority books, things that like I wasn't able to pick up this summer. That given this $90 budget, it kind of just we have an opportunity now to go back and pick some of that stuff. I mean, we're not obviously targeting something super expensive, but just things I can knock off that are high priority to me. Again, it'll be a lot. I think in that Wonder Woman, X Men, sort of '90s image book spaces where we can get them for $1 or so, right? Marvel Age. There's always like Marvel Age books we could pick up. So I mentioned I thought this was a undervalued book. This definitely you can find in the dollar bins or value bins. So um, some of these other covers, not so much. I'd love to pick up this 25th anniversary Marvel Age. That's great. She Hulk, another one that'd be great to pick up. Burn She Hulk right there. That's a classic. McFarlane, Marvel Age, that'd be great. This is not beyond the realm of impossibility to pick up in the dollar bin. I mean, Jeff had this for $2 in his bin, so I think it's a lot of. It's a book that people don't necessarily value, which is fine by me. If I find it in a bargain bin, I'll pick it up. Let's see what else. These Marvel milestones. Um, I think that's another book. I wouldn't mind picking up more Marvel milestones if they're going to be in the two to dollar range. I definitely want to do that. Um, Secret Wars. I think there's just I'm not trying to pick up this entire run, but like number two, I want to pick that one up. I'd want to pick up more copies of these issues here. Contest of Champions. That would be good to pick up. Spidey, the Electric Company Spidey series by Romita Senior. This Turner sketchbook. That's bank right there. 70, $50. That'd be great to pick up. I don't think we'll ever find it. Um, New Teen Titans.
Surprise.
Could be a dollar bin book, but not anymore.
Surprise.
I locked this up. I think it's David Finch, right? This Finch cover is just.
Yeah.
That's a bit. Again, $50 though. Like, it'd be nice to pick it up, but I don't think we'll get it. What else? Red Sonja, not so much. Sabretooth.
Oh, come on. You can skip on Red
Got some
Sonja.
copies of that already. Hey, what's up, young? Hang on, let me get my headphones on.
I wonder when you're gonna lose.
So I was hoping to jump on with you tomorrow, but I guess we can just
I
talk
figure
now.
if I can do it
Lem-
now, but let's do it now. So I don't have to do it tomorrow.
Let's do it. Yeah, you busy tomorrow?
I don't know. My wife said she wanted to go catch some squids.
Oh,
Catch the squids.
squid jigging.
Yeah.
Do you have the special jig for that?
I don't know. You need it? You need it?
Well, so you need to go in the evening first of all. You can't catch
Yes,
them during
yeah.
the day.
Yeah.
So you got to go at night. You got to shine lights,
Uh-huh.
and you got to have a fluorescent like jig. But they're
Uh-huh.
fairly easy to catch, and they're so good. They're so good when you get them fresh. So that's actually, I used to do that with my dad.
Oh,
And
you haven't done it lately?
no, not lately. I first of all, he took me. I
It's so
was like
serious.
I was like 11, 12, but he would take me out there in the middle of the night, and I'd have to just sit in the car and watch him do that all night, and then we'd come back with like 2 buckets of squid, which is more than you can ever eat. So we would package them up and give them to friends and stuff. But
Right.
I really hated squid growing up, but I look back on it now, I can understand why he did it. It was just free good food.
Yeah, I like squid. I like squid.
Yeah.
I even where I like where.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they
Chocolate
taste like
chunk.
chewy noodles. Chewy noodles.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are you showing here?
I was showing books that I'm kind of targeting, but we don't have to go over that. What? So let's go over our strategy. I was kind of briefly mentioning how we had a strategy going in.
Mm-hmm.
So just talk about what you're going to be hunting for and looking for.
I'm just gonna look for cheap books, cheap Bronze Age books.
Yep,
Yeah,
I figured.
I also old not Mastodon. I forgot his name. Let me look it up. Our gift, Bobby. I don't think that's what he goes by. What is YouTube name? Bobby Guerra. Bobby Guerra. I'm just call him Bobby. He has that. I could show. I think I could show it to you. Let me see if I put it on the screen. Share screen. Share screen.
Hold that thought. I'm gonna just get
This
some
dude
candy.
right. This dude right here.
Is he gonna be at the comic show?
No, he bid for one of my mystery package during the comic curing cancer
Oh,
event,
cool.
promotional event. So I think he paid like $35, 30 some dollar for about 10 Bronze Age books from my collection. Well, I don't have my collection near me. So I decided that hey, maybe I start looking for some Bronze Age books, even if I have it, I'll get it from that place and maybe some LCS near me. So I'll be shopping because I need to make up that giveaway package. So
Yeah. No, this comic show is gonna have a lot of, you know, I
cheap
think
books.
cheap Bronze Age books. So
Okay, good.
yeah. but we have to get there early. Like I said, we have to be there right when it opens because it's going to be a lot of hardcore collectors like us,
Oh yeah,
just like racing to the dollar bins to dig
I'm
through.
raising to the dollar.
Yeah, so we gotta beat them to the punch.
Yeah, I don't like the setup I have right now. I have to be quiet. Yeah, I was saying I don't like this particular setup because I have to be really quiet. The kids can hear me, wife can hear me upstairs. So it's if they want to use the room for workout, you know, it's- they thought this was going to be their gym, and I said, "Hey, dude, you guys need to give me a computer room." So I took over their part of their gym. So anyway,
What's it like having the kids back home?
uh, I mean, I love my kids, but I rather be by myself. My wife, she's out of the way. She wants kids near them, but I don't think they can handle. We rent this place for about a year. I don't think they can handle it. They can handle
don't
me
think-
or my wife. So,
I think they're gonna move out soon. It's like, you become an adult for a reason.
yeah, it's not. You can't go back. It's
Yeah.
hard to go back. It's like butterfly trying to fit into a cocoon, back into cocoon.
Yeah. There's no reverse metamorphosis.
Right.
Okay, so we have a game plan. You're gonna look for the stuff I'm looking for is Jim Lee, obviously Jim Lee books, and if you can find Copper Age Wonder Woman, I should say Copper '90s Wonder Woman.
What's copper age? About 75 cents.
Yeah, 75 cents to like $1.50 in that range.
That's easier for me to remember it that way than by the year or.
Yeah, so 87 to 94 ish is kind of what I'm looking for. Wonder Woman, and again Jim Lee. So again, I'll dig the books you want. You dig. We'll have like just split up, so we'll be more strategic. But
Oh, it could be the same area, but hit the different long boxes.
different sections. Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, that way I could say, hey, what about this? Or, what about this?
Yeah, that works. And again, all the dollar stuff is usually on the floor, so it's you have to sit on the floor and just dig. But that'll be fun. I was telling people, I was worried about the budget going into this, but my wife basically gave me $100 to spend, so I have close to $100 to spend on at this event, so it'll be nice.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanna. I mean, I'm glad it's not overwhelming. Over parking, how are we gonna do the parking?
We'll just do street parking.
Mm.
There's a lot of street parking in downtown Tacoma, so it should be okay. On the weekend, it should be okay.
Now, this is one day show, so there's no strategy on going at the end of the show to try to. Is there any strategy like that? Do they?
Nope. Again, we're going to be bargain bin hunting, so maybe if we get a big stack, they might take a few bucks off, but for the most part, we're probably just going to pay, what they're valued at.
What
Now, if you get $3 books or something like that, that's a little bit more you have a little bit more latitude to, if you have a big stack of $3 books, you can talk it down. But if it's $1 or less, that's
Yeah,
less like,
I look at those $3 books and a bunch of them, then I talk it down,
yeah.
make it $2.
No. I think, yeah, you're probably going to want to hunt in the $3 range for the Bronze Age books.
That's what I'm thinking. I think
Yeah.
the dollar ones are going to be really in bad
Yeah.
shape.
For me, the 90s and Jim Lee stuff will mostly be in the dollar bins. So, anything else so I don't want to spend the entire day at the show. I think come lunchtime around 1 p.m., we'll be done. We'll be done.
Okay, then we'll go to lunch and show off our stuff.
Well, no. So after, there's another shop in Tacoma.
Mm-hmm.
They have right now, I think, a promotion. It's a $3 for $4 bin books.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's right. It's a couple blocks from where the show is.
Oh, okay.
So we'll hit there right after the convention. We'll go there, and then we'll also hit Jeff's, the place I took you to last.
Oh, okay, okay.
And then, so I was gonna, rather than have lunch, maybe we could have like a late dinner in Federal Way coming up.
Okay.
Federal Way's the Koreatown of this area, so
Okay. Gotta have some. I guess I'll get some good breakfast if I go.
Yeah, please have breakfast at home. Maybe pack a light lunch so you don't get too hungry during the con, and then we'll go have like a dinner around 4 or 5, and come back home.
Sounds good.
Okay.
What else? What is the strategy?
Not much else. I'm trying to trade some of my books away.
Oh, you bring those too?
Yeah. So I have a trade stack here. I actually have a couple books for you.
Yeah, I got a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's plan to kind of film stuff at the event so we can put a video together.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, with your.
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of films I haven't edited yet. I have video films I did. What's that show? One in Pennsylvania show, Hershey Con, way back in like September. I still haven't. I interview what's his name, Noga Comics. You know him?
Oh yeah.
I interview him and everything. I didn't edit that yet. There's tons of stuff I'm just behind on.
Hey, tell me about Portland. I know you stopped there and saw Bueller and Damien. What was that like?
It was really fun. Let me see if I could. I need to edit it. I edit these videos, but I could show it to you here. I think. Let me see if I could.
I mean, Damien might actually come up for the Grit City show.
Well, isn't it really too late?
No, I mean, if he's aware of it, he might have.
Yeah,
plans
is
to
he
come.
aware of it?
I don't know. I could message him. That'd be cool if he did drive up. Could hang out with him.
Let me see if I could find no trip. Is it a trip? Yeah, there it is. Let's see. Here's some of the videos. Here's the comic shop. Remember the comic shop? Remember this place? I Like Comics.
I know. I've never been there.
Oh, you never been here? Okay. So yeah. Let me see if I go.
Wow! Look at all those back issues.
This is inside.
Wow.
Oh, I think this is the very first. We first met at the. This is John.
Yep.
You met John?
I met John.
Okay. No, we met at a coffee shop as a builder. Let's see. Here's dollar bills. 50 cents.
Wow. Wow.
50 cent bills.
Wow. Look at all those bins. Oh my goodness. How did you not just waste all your money there?
I just didn't have time. That
Yeah.
I mean, I had to come home. I was dead tired on the road, you know.
What kind of stuff was in there?
I think I could show you. Hold on. Let me see. And then let me go ahead and play this. Let me see. Hold on. I want to see. I could get the audio out. Yeah. Hey, Miss Saw, we back. Okay. I'm gonna remove this. Stop sharing. How do I stop sharing? Stop screen. Okay, there you go. When I present, share screen, entire screen, share audio too. Yeah. All right. And let's try this. Oops. Oops. I was clicking on the wrong thing. Audio.
Sleep is treating us to, this place was lunch at this place was
Paul's Diner.
Paul's Diner.
While you guys looking at that, I'm gonna look for what I got.
What? What's Paul's Diner?
Paul's.
Oh, that's Hooters. Hooters.
You must be disappointed.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything.
And we took Naman to I Like Comics, his first time there. There's the official bag.
Yeah, I like comics. It took me to the one that had 50 cents comic books. That was I wanted to stay there longer, but I just didn't have the time. And
You'll have to come back.
yeah, I have to come back. I found some of these at 50
Oh,
cents.
nice.
So do you already have them, but now you have the Whitman? Or?
Yeah. No, I don't think I have these.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you have a choice between Whitman and regular, you choose Whitman.
Yeah, but how do you tell the issue numbers on these?
That's good. Oh, wait, I think they've removed the issue number.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So I don't. Is that because the Whitman sticker goes or the
Yeah,
logo goes
would
over
the
it?
number be right there? Or would it be there?
They are actually regular comics. It's not like a promotional comic.
Right.
Yeah.
But the cover is different.
Covers
But I
different
assume
too.
the inside is all the same.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So those would have been, well, I used to get these packs at Woolworths that people got. So those
Walmart.
probably would have been in those packs with like 3 comics.
I see.
And you, I
And you
guess
never
they-
have a not issue numbers on
So
them.
they don't have a price on them because the 3-pack.
Right.
doesn't have a price.
Price and no issue number.
Yeah.
That looks like a Robin Hood.
A good Superman fan would immediately know what issue it is.
I'm not a good Superman fan.
But it's Jose Garcia Lopez cover here. Right?
Where's Metarog? What do you mean?
Where is he? Where are you,
Hey,
Metarog?
come on.
This is a Ross Anthony cover.
And then which I already have this, but
Which first? Oh, Starman. You already have it, but you
Yeah.
thought I need a more beat up copy.
well, yeah, for 50 cents.
First issue special. Oh,
It's
next one
special.
Yeah.
Right, it's first issue special number 12.
Well, they did that to
Fooled me.
the book.
That's the wrong one.
Sleepy found this for me. Atlas comic.
One of my favorite Atlas comics.
Now,
Oh. Here's your.
this is a Lone Wolf Club by Frank Miller, introduced by Frank Miller. I like this type of.
I forgot. I was showing the comic book
You never
in this
read
video.
No. like this type of stories.
It was probably one of the first.
This is
manga,
great.
you know,
I wish I could have been there.
but they will have flipped it. It won't
Can you hear okay?
Yeah.
be the reading.
Reading
From the
orders.
back to the front.
Is that number one?
Yeah.
Lone Wolf Cub number one?
I personally prefer a lot of black and white drawings because I could tell how they draw things rather than
I'm gonna start a new pot, you guys.
to me I love this kind of
Yeah, it's number one.
internal.
I don't want to give you the brain.
That's number one?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a big book. That's a pricey book.
Okay, I'm making prep.
Thank you.
It's a $20 half price.
Internal drawings like that.
So the
Oh, you got it for $10?
Yeah.
I thought you got it in the 50-cent bin.
I think color room.
I thought you got it in the 50-cent bin, but
Some of these I got I only got a few for 50 cents.
that's a great pickup.
I'm gonna
he accepts every color.
I'm gonna turn Bueller into black and white. Click. That's where I'm gonna end it right there.
Usually John is the most colorful. It's all in black and white. It's a goth day.
Well, Jordan.
I'm really happy about
They
these.
are the basketball players.
I didn't expect to spend this much money on it. On this, no. But
But
This
this
one-
was like just $2.
yeah, but this is what really. I mean, because this going back to my like 7-year-old to
Your-
11-year-old.
You're pre-US.
Yeah,
comic book
pre-USA. And when Roger showed these, I go, really? I was like really impressed. And this one, I just accidentally picked it up, and the whole set was there.
It blows my mind that this obscure comic was translated into Korean.
Yeah.
In the early 70s, I guess.
Yeah.
Looking at that,
Or late
looks like a
60s.
solid 6.0.
Well,
He's a professional grade.
Yeah, I think 6.0.
Uh,
That's about right.
okay. I'll send it to Roger.
he's more observant than that. It says 6.0 on the back.
I've learned.
But I think if you press it and give it a soak, you can get it down to a 4.
Or
Bueller is a joker. He's a joker,
Send it to
man.
Whack.
No, I'm not sending it to Whack. No Whack. No Whack.
Do the others have grades on the back?
Yeah, it does actually. This is 5.0.
Did they charge less for that one?
Yeah, they did. Well, this was,
So this
but this
one
is the
was-
issue number 1 though.
Oh, issue number 1 was
Yeah.
$8. And
That's
$4.
Yeah,
Nice.
not
Okay.
bad, not bad for $4. 15 cents book for $4 is not bad at all. So that's
Pretty cool.
yeah. And I mean, this book takes me back to like when I was 7.
He was blessed. He was blessed.
6.0,
himself.
$10. So $5 for
I
that.
don't know. I think you should get Roger to work on that.
Yeah, get Roger to clean that up.
Fine.
Another 6.0 here. And love that cover.
What evil looks outside.
And throw.
It feels almost like
You know, I gotta send some books to Roger.
Like Commandy, but somehow it feels
Yeah.
like it's in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that you know,
I think
now that the
reason I think this
you know
First
your
of all,
subscription to StreamYard is ending.
to this character was a little more cartoony.
So they redrew it,
I think they redraw this
but it was the same
type
character.
of story. Reason I'm thinking it's the same type of story is because this issue right here,
Or could they have stolen the idea from Korea?
they could have, because of Koreans do a lot of manga stories and stuff. But at the time when they were developing comic books, so this one is what made me think that it is because these two ladies are fighting for him, and that's the same kind
It's kind of a common occurrence in my life.
Sleepy's
It's usually it's 3 ladies.
Yeah.
Stubbornly
One
funny.
blonde lady and one dark hair lady.
It's called jackpot.
He looks so happy there. in the car.
So, I don't care who wins.
This didn't show well. So
Major
I can
Metro,
show
but
you
that's
again.
the same storyline that was in my childhood book.
Interesting.
Yes, let me see.
Maybe
This-
someday you can.
Sleepy is gonna show his collection
He's
here.
got as a child.
Yeah,
Do you pick up a lot of books?
book is
Yeah,
You
he's,
got-
he,
So the
yeah,
food's coming.
Sleepy is better at
Flash
showing
has
the
a broken
books.
foot.
Yeah, okay.
It's very
Oh,
hard.
nice.
who's artist? Who's artist?
Yeah, that looks like Joe Kubert to me. I think
I'm a
since the food arrived, our 50 centers. Larry Malstaff.
Yeah, let me
Oh,
go ahead
and
and
I
take this
had
off.
all the other issues of World of Krypton.
Oh, I want to collect that run. The World of Krypton run.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I have some. I don't have them all. Let me show it here so that let me go ahead and show it here so that it's a little more. I feel like so these are 50 cents books that I picked up. I had this one, so this could be one of them. I have this one. It's in really bad shape from the 50 cents bin.
That's great.
Yeah. Sleepy found this for me because he knows I collect Atlas comics.
Yep.
From the 50 cents bin. I picked up a couple of Goodman because I collect Goodman.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. For 50 cents, not bad.
Whitman Action Comics for sure.
This has some little origin story in here. Good night, Mr. Good night. Now let's the Anthro. You ever heard of Anthro?
This is something you read in Korea?
I think the Jungle and Sonyan, I think. Jungle Sonyan, something like that. I forgot. Or what was the Anthro? What was the Korean for Anthro? Like or like a Neanderthal ages. Neanderthal. What's that age called in Korean?
I just know it as like the pre-Bronze Age, maybe
Neanderthal.
the Ice Age.
Anyway, I remember.
No, the Ice Age is after the Neanderthals. So
Do you remember Soyeon Jungang? Soyeon Jungang? Do you remember that?
no.
Oh, so Soyeon Jungang is a collection of comics from. I think they took a lot from Japanese manga and they translated it to Korean. They even some other country comics like from French, German, America, and they were translated to. But it's all for Soyeon Jungang, so it's all for it's like a
It was like Jump Comics, yeah,
yeah
like for the kids.
boys. Soyeon is boys, so boys journals or the
Yeah,
comic
it's like
journals.
Jump Comics. That's the boys targeted comic for
Yeah,
in Japan.
It's something what we were allowed. My mom bought a subscription to it, so it will come every once a month. That's like one of the things I will wait for, and that's how I got my comic. What do you call it? Because otherwise, I would have to go to Manhwa, where you have to go and rent the books. But anyway, this particular character, I believe, was in those Sonjuan. I mean, I remember the same storyline, anyways.
Okay.
Exactly the same art, though. So
Yeah.
when I saw this, when Roger showed these, I said, "Dang, I gotta get that." And then at this place, you see all that bin. I only spent maybe an hour there, and mostly I spent on the dollar bin, 50 cents bin, right? Then I went to this place where it's half price bin. Half price below half price the mark price. And I went there and I just randomly picked up like this. And this came out. And I'm going, oh! I gotta get that. And he had every one of these, 1 through 6.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Like you say, fate.
Yeah. An Umyang comic.
My Unmyeon comic book from my childhood days. This is issue number 3. I read it. It's pretty good. I'm going to do a review on it. If I get my motivation up, that is. That's 3,
Who created that one?
4. So DC comic, I haven't. Let me go ahead and look it up. Who created it? They were explaining that they didn't want someone who's a realistic artist. They want to learn more cartoony. They explain why, but I forgot why. But even though it's really not clean line and everything, I really like their style of art in there.
Nice. Yeah.
It's not, it's not all cleanly drawn. Has that, but it tells a good. I mean, it tells a good story. This is where they. So it's not as backward as, but this stage when they had Mammoth. Is that Ice Age? Is that during the Ice Age?
That's Ice Age.
Yeah. Anyway, it's where they have to travel south. And it's a pretty, actually, it's a pretty progressive for the 70s Silver Age book. This is 12 cents of Silver Age, right?
Yeah.
1969. It might be barely Bronze Age. I Post by Howie Post.
Howie Post. Okay.
Do you know him?
No.
I don't know either. Anyway, so I was able to get 6 of these, and I'm really happy. This is probably the last, and this is last book. So.
That's hilarious.
So I'm happy that I got these. I collect. I don't collect what other people's collect. I have a different taste, I think, in comic books. Let's see. Put that back in there. Oh, I think that's it. That's all I have. Did you read this already? This one? Did you read this one already?
I want to pick that up.
And then I brought the box for you. So you could open it when you. That's that.
Awesome.
Anything else? Wow, you ran this for 2 hours already?
Yeah. I was just talking about the strategy and what I'm looking to pick up. Also showed some of the books I recently picked up as well.
Okay.
But yeah. So again, send me your address and I'm gonna pick you up.
Already did on IG.
Yeah. And I'm gonna pick you up right at 8:30. It should take us about an hour to get down to Tacoma, downtown. So actually, yeah, it should take us about an hour to get down there.
Okay.
and find parking, and hopefully we'll be right on time for the show.
Okay.
So
Good.
yeah, that's
All
what we'll plan.
right. Let's I'm unless you want to keep on going, I'm gonna.
No, I'm done.
Okay.
Well,
Let's end the stream. Hey, thanks
thanks for
for
watching, guys.